Peace to the family, peace to my comrades, and it's always smoke to the enemy. Here I am shadowboxing. After a back injury, I'm getting back to exercising and keeping myself in shape. While I was exercising, I was thinking about the contributions of Black American boxers all over the world and how we have perfected the sweet science. There has been a uprising in a narrative that our fighters are runners, are cowards in the ring, and that couldn't be further from the truth. This narrative is only used when it's time to hate on a particular Black American fighter. But I want you all to know that the sweet science that we have contributed to goes all the way back to Bill Richmond. Bill Richmond, who was a slave born in New York, who moved to London, England in 1777 after a British soldier saw this brother whooping on some other British soldiers in town, and he was recruited as a boxer. So, why does this matter, and why is this important? I'll tell you why. If you watch the video of me boxing, in the first clip, I'm going full speed. In the second clip, I slow things down so you can see some of the movements that I'm doing. Most of the defensive moves and a lot of the offensive moves that have been adopted by many others in the sport of boxing, quite frankly, came from us, the Black American boxer. Whether it's the Philly shell that is introduced by Eddie Futch, but had been around a long time between Black men who were incarcerated. If you look at the movements of the Philly shell, the cross-arm guard, skull and bones, triangle trade, what some of you know as the 52 blocks or the jailhouse shuffle. Some call it other things, but you know what I'm speaking of if you know. These movements can all be done while your hands and feet are shackled. So this science that was put into boxing could not be introduced by nobody else but us. Very similar to the fighting dance style that enslaved Africans created in Brazil. So do not ever let anyone play that small time trick on you that the best styles in boxing is just the Cuban style and the Mexican style, which I still don't know what that is. But because I've seen Mexicans in boxing fight just like some Black American fighters. I've also seen Black American fighters who will stand and trade with you and won't be slick and knock you out at that. You know, Mike Tyson, who is one of our most famous heavyweights, was not a hit and not get hit fighter. He was a peekaboo style, use my angles, get up under you, knock you out type of fighter. Muhammad Ali was a heavyweight who did use speed and angles, right? Tank Davis is a stand in there with you and knock you out type of fighter. So is he fighting Mexican style? Is every fighter that does that fighting Mexican style? No, I believe that is another style of boxing. But you know, I guess that is another argument. And I don't want to take away from what the Mexican champions have done in the sport of boxing, because people like Salvador Sanchez has done a lot. Canelo Alvarez, he has done a lot. And I will not take away from them. But what we are not going to do and continue to do in the sport of boxing is take away from what our fighters have contributed to the sport. It is disrespectful and it's going to stop. We have to stand up and tell the truth when it comes to the sport. I hope you all are having a great Mother's Day. God bless you. God bless the sport of boxing and the truth tellers. Peace.